Have you ever thought about what really keeps you going in life? I mean, as we get older, it's natural to reflect on our sources of strength. Many people might automatically think of family as the ultimate pillar of support. After all, our loved ones are there for us through thick and thin, offering emotional support, practical help, and companionship. But let me ask you something. What happens when family isn't always there? Whether it's because they live far away, have their own lives to manage, or simply can't offer the kind of support you need, what else can you rely on? What if there are other pillars, stronger than family, that can help you not just get by, but thrive well into your golden years? In this video, we're going to explore 6 essential pillars of support after 60 that are often more powerful than relying solely on family. These aren't just things that help you survive. They're the things that help you thrive, stay healthy, and live your best life. These pillars are often overlooked, but they're incredibly important in maintaining your independence, mental health, and overall well-being. Now, let's dive into the first pillar: self-care and independence. As we age, it becomes even more critical to take control of our own health and well-being. But sometimes, this can be harder than it seems. You might feel like your body isn't as strong or flexible as it once was, or maybe you're dealing with health challenges that seem out of your control. But here's the thing: self-care is one of the most empowering pillars you can build. Take George, a 72-year-old retired school teacher. He was always very independent, but after he retired, he began to feel like he was losing some of his autonomy. His children lived far away, and he started relying more on others for simple tasks. One day, George realized that if he didn't start taking more initiative in his own life, he'd lose his sense of independence. So he decided to focus on self-care. He started taking regular walks to stay fit, learning how to make his favorite healthy meals, and finding ways to stay mentally sharp through puzzles and reading. Over time, George started feeling better about himself. His confidence grew, and he realized that taking charge of his own health and happiness gave him a sense of purpose and personal empowerment. When we talk about self-care, it's about more than just taking a bubble bath or indulging in spa days, though those are nice too. It's about creating healthy habits that keep your mind, body, and soul strong. This might include eating a nutritious diet, getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and finding time for hobbies or activities that bring you joy. As you get older, maintaining your independence is key to keeping your confidence and living life on your own terms. Remember, you don't have to wait for others to take care of you. You have the power to care for yourself, no matter your age. The second pillar is community involvement. While family is often seen as the ultimate support system, community can be just as important, if not more so. There's something about being part of a group, whether it's a religious community, a neighborhood group, or a local hobby club, that offers a sense of belonging, connection, and support. After 60, it's easy to become isolated, especially if you're no longer working or living away from close family members. But community involvement can help combat loneliness and isolation, both of which can have a significant negative impact on your mental and physical health. Let's think about Martha, who was 68 and moved to a new city after her husband passed away. She didn't know anyone and felt like she was slowly drifting into loneliness. Instead of just waiting for things to change, Martha decided to join a local senior center and began attending weekly social events. She quickly made new friends and got involved in activities like book clubs, art classes, and even volunteering. Through her new community, she not only found companionship, but also gained a renewed sense of purpose and connection to the world around her. Her mental health improved, and she felt more energized and optimistic about her future. Community doesn't always have to be physical, though that's wonderful when you can do it. Online communities are also a great way to stay connected with others who share similar interests. Whether it's a Facebook group, a virtual fitness class, or an online book club, there are plenty of opportunities to connect with others and feel supported. Being part of a community gives you a sense of purpose and makes you feel like you matter, something that's incredibly important at any stage of life. So, how can you incorporate community into your life? Look for local events or organizations that align with your interests. Consider volunteering or helping out at a local charity. These activities give you the chance to contribute to society while building meaningful relationships with people who share your values. It's important to create those connections, whether in person or online, to feel truly supported and engaged. Next, let's move on to the third pillar: physical health. I know, it might sound obvious, but let's break this down a bit further. We often hear about exercise as a way to prevent health issues, but the reality is, maintaining your physical health is a key pillar of support for both your body and mind. The stronger your body is, the more independent and capable you feel, and that can help you continue to enjoy life on your own terms. Take Ray, who's 75. Ray had always been relatively active, but he noticed in his early 70s that he was feeling more sluggish. He knew that his fitness routine wasn't enough, and he started to notice more aches and pains in his joints. So Ray made a commitment to himself. He joined a local gym that catered to seniors, and he focused on low-impact exercises, including strength training and aerobics. Ray didn't start lifting heavy weights. He focused on building muscle, which not only helped his joints stay strong, but also kept his bone density high, reducing the risk of fractures. Now, he feels stronger, healthier, and more energetic. Physical health is the foundation of independence. It's not just about looking good or staying youthful in appearance. It's about feeling good in your body. Regular exercise, whether it's walking, swimming, yoga, or even light strength training, helps to maintain mobility, balance, and flexibility, all of which keep you feeling independent and in control. The beauty of exercise as a pillar is that it's never too late to start. You don't need to train for marathons, but staying active in small, sustainable ways will support your body in ways that'll help you maintain your freedom and energy. As we continue, you'll see that the physical health pillar connects seamlessly with the following pillars, and it plays a critical role in your long-term well-being. But before we dive into the next section, just remember that taking care of your body isn't just about working out. It's also about eating well, getting enough sleep, and managing stress. Healthy habits in all areas of life form the foundation of staying strong well into your later years. So now that we've touched on self-care and independence and community involvement, let's move on to the next critical pillar of support in the next part of the video. Stay tuned. Now that we've covered the importance of self-care and independence and community involvement, let's dive into the next two essential pillars of support that become more crucial as we age: mental health and financial stability. These two pillars are just as important as the physical ones, and in many ways, they influence how we experience life after 60. Together, they form the foundation that enables you to live your best life, feeling supported, confident, and in control. Let's begin with mental health. As we grow older, maintaining a positive mindset and emotional well-being is vital. While family and friends can offer support, it's ultimately our own ability to manage stress, cope with change, and stay emotionally resilient that plays the biggest role in our overall happiness and longevity. When you feel mentally well, you're better equipped to handle life's ups and downs, stay socially engaged, and even bounce back from setbacks. Consider Eleanor, who's 72. She's always been an optimistic person, but after retiring and losing some of her social connections, she started feeling lonely and anxious. Eleanor found herself ruminating about the future, feeling disconnected from the world around her. Rather than letting her mental health decline, She decided to take action. Eleanor began journaling every morning to process her thoughts and emotions. She also made a point to reach out to friends and volunteer at a local shelter. She found that helping others gave her a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and over time, her anxiety diminished. Eleanor's example highlights how critical mental well-being is to living a fulfilling life after 60. One of the best ways to support your mental health as you age is by focusing on reducing stress and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Stress can have a profound impact on both your body and mind, so it's essential to find healthy ways to manage it. This could involve regular mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, or finding ways to stay connected with family and friends, even if you're geographically distant. Taking the time to rest and reflect also supports your mental clarity, giving you the space to recharge both emotionally and physically. A healthy mental state also leads to better physical health. Studies show that individuals with positive mental well-being have lower levels of inflammation, which reduces the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease and arthritis. Not only does it improve your mood, but it strengthens your immune system, keeping you healthier overall. Now, let's talk about financial stability, another pillar that is often overlooked but is just as crucial for a comfortable and fulfilling life. After retirement, it's easy to feel like your income and financial security might diminish, but financial health remains a cornerstone of your independence. Being financially stable allows you the freedom to make choices, whether it's to travel, pursue hobbies, or maintain a lifestyle that brings you happiness without the constant worry of money. Take Harold, who's 74. Harold worked hard throughout his life, but after retirement, he realized that he hadn't planned enough for his financial future. He was living on a fixed income and worried that he would run out of savings before he reached his 80s. Harold knew he had to take action, so he worked with a financial planner to create a more sustainable budget and look at ways to increase his retirement income. He also decided to downsize to a smaller home, which helped him reduce costs and gave him more flexibility in his retirement lifestyle. Through these changes, Harold not only found peace of mind, but also the freedom to enjoy his hobbies and travel without constantly worrying about finances. Financial stability after 60 can come from various sources, such as pensions, savings, investments, or Social Security benefits. The key is to take stock of your situation and plan accordingly. If you're unsure about your financial future, working with a financial advisor can help you map out a path that fits your needs and goals. But beyond just the numbers, financial stability is about feeling empowered and knowing you have enough to cover your needs and enjoy life without stress. Now, while it's critical to plan for the future, there are also small, everyday financial habits you can adopt that make a big difference. This could be as simple as cutting down on non-essential spending, automating savings, or setting aside a small emergency fund. Financial peace of mind allows you to approach life with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. The next pillar is purpose and lifelong learning. When we're younger, it's easy to have a sense of direction because we're often focused on our careers, raising a family, or pursuing other personal goals. But as we get older, it's not uncommon to feel a bit lost or unsure about what to focus on next. The truth is, having a sense of purpose is critical for maintaining mental and physical health as we age. Margaret, at 78, felt this very sense of confusion when she retired. She loved spending time with her grandchildren and traveling, but she felt like she needed more. So, Margaret decided to start teaching art classes at a local community center. She's always had a passion for painting, and sharing her skills with others gave her a deep sense of fulfillment. Not only did teaching others give Margaret a sense of purpose, but it also kept her mentally engaged and physically active as she spent time organizing materials, teaching, and interacting with her students. Lifelong learning is an essential part of staying mentally sharp and engaged with the world around you. Whether it's learning a new language, taking an online course, or picking up a hobby that challenges your mind, learning gives you a reason to keep moving forward, even in your later years. It can be as simple as reading more books, taking up writing, or exploring new skills like gardening or cooking. When we have a purpose, we feel more connected to the world, and we stay healthier for longer. The last point I want to discuss today is social connections and relationships. It's easy to assume that once you get older, you don't need to make new friends or build new relationships, but nothing could be further from the truth. As we age, social connections become a vital support system, offering emotional encouragement, practical help, and a sense of belonging. While family is important, the relationships you create with friends, neighbors, and even colleagues can make a world of difference in how you feel and how you interact with the world. Take Betty, a 70-year-old woman who moved to a new city after retiring. She didn't know anyone, and she quickly started to feel lonely. She joined a local book club and began attending church socials, where she met people who shared her love of reading and volunteering. Through these new connections, Betty formed lasting friendships that became her new family. These social bonds not only helped her emotionally, but also gave her opportunities for fun outings, exercise, and mental stimulation. The sense of belonging and having friends she could rely on gave Betty the courage to continue exploring new places and experiences in her senior years. Social relationships enrich our lives and help protect us from loneliness, which can have detrimental effects on both our mental health and physical well-being. Make time for friends, build new relationships, and stay connected to the world around you. The emotional support and sense of belonging that social connections bring are invaluable at any age. Now that we've covered the importance of self-care, community involvement, mental health, and financial stability, let's dive deeper into the final two pillars of support that will help you thrive as you age: spiritual health and legacy. These pillars aren't always talked about in the same way as the more tangible aspects of health or finances, but they're just as vital, if not more so, to your overall well-being. They offer a deeper sense of connection, purpose, and peace, both within yourself and in your relationships with others. Let's start with spiritual health. For some people, spirituality is a cornerstone of their daily life. It might come from religious practices, meditation, or a deep connection to nature. But it doesn't have to be defined by any one thing. Spiritual health is about having a sense of inner peace, purpose, and connection to something bigger than yourself. As we age, life often presents challenges, loss, changes in health, or the transition into retirement that can be emotionally taxing. A strong spiritual foundation can help you navigate these changes with grace, providing a sense of stability and comfort. Alice, a 76-year-old widow, shares that after she retired, she felt a sense of emptiness. Her kids were grown, her husband had passed away, and she was unsure about how to find meaning in the next chapter of her life. Alice wasn't particularly religious, but she always enjoyed spending time outdoors. She decided to focus on nature walks, taking time to be present with herself in the quiet beauty around her. She also began to incorporate mindfulness practices, simple things like sitting quietly for a few minutes each day to center herself, or reflecting on what she was grateful for. This simple practice shifted Alice's mindset. She began to feel more calm and centered, even during difficult moments. What Alice discovered is that spiritual health doesn't require adherence to a specific doctrine. It's about cultivating a practice that nurtures inner peace and helps you stay connected to the present moment. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, reflection, or simply spending time in nature, Nurturing your spirit allows you to find peace amid the challenges that come with aging. Spiritual practices also foster gratitude, which is linked to better emotional and physical health. In a world that can sometimes feel overwhelming, having a practice that helps you reconnect with your inner self is a priceless gift. Whether you turn to meditation, journaling, yoga, or simply spending quiet moments in nature, focusing on your spiritual health can help you maintain mental resilience and a deep sense of fulfillment as you move through life. Now, let's turn to the next pillar, legacy. When we think of legacy, we often think of leaving behind money or property. But legacy is about so much more than that. Your legacy is the impact you have on others, the lessons, the values, and the love you pass on. It's what you leave behind in the hearts of your family, your friends, and the community. When you think about the future, think not just about the material things, but about how you want to be remembered and the kind of world you hope to leave behind. Take Frank, a 79-year-old retired teacher, as an example. Frank had a fulfilling career, but he realized that his real legacy wasn't in the degrees or accolades he accumulated. It was in the students he taught and the influence he had on them. Even in retirement, Frank continued to volunteer as a tutor and mentor to young people in his community. He spent time with kids, sharing his love of learning and teaching them how to approach life with integrity and kindness. Through his efforts, Frank was passing down lessons of compassion and service, ensuring that his impact lived on long after he was gone. For Frank, legacy wasn't about fame or fortune. It was about making a difference. His true legacy was in the lives he touched, the hearts he opened, and the values he passed down. Similarly, your legacy doesn't have to be about grand gestures. It can be found in the small acts of kindness, the wisdom you share, or the support you offer to others. Perhaps you have a skill or a talent you can pass on. Teaching someone how to bake, sharing a craft, or simply giving advice can leave a mark on those around you. Legacy is also about narrating your story. Writing down your thoughts, experiences, and lessons learned can create a lasting record of who you are and what you've lived through. It's a way to ensure that your wisdom is passed on to future generations, whether through memoirs, letters, or even a family video. Storytelling has always been a way to connect people, and your story can have a profound impact, whether it's for your children, grandchildren, or even someone you've mentored along the way. Legacy can also be a matter of values, the things you believe in and live by. For instance, if one of your core beliefs is the importance of kindness, then living that belief every day sets a powerful example for others. Your children and grandchildren will see how you interact with others, how you handle life's challenges, and they'll carry those lessons with them. As you live your legacy, you're teaching others the values that shaped your life, and those values will endure long after you. The beauty of legacy is that it doesn't require wealth or fame. It's about how you make others feel and how you influence the world in positive ways. Think about the things you want to leave behind, not just in terms of material possessions, but in terms of love, wisdom, and relationships. These are the things that create a legacy that endures through generations. Now that we've explored the last two pillars, spiritual health and legacy, it's clear that these 6 pillars, self-care, community involvement, mental health, financial stability, spiritual health, and legacy, provide a solid foundation for a strong, happy, and fulfilling life as you age. Each of these pillars supports different aspects of your well-being, and together they create a life that is not just about surviving, but about thriving. In conclusion, these 6 pillars are within your reach. They don't require dramatic changes, just a commitment to living with intention and purpose. Whether it's by improving your physical health, finding peace through spiritual practices, or ensuring that your legacy is one of kindness and wisdom, Each of these pillars can help you maintain your independence, feel supported, and continue to live with meaning. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd also love to hear how you stay strong and supported in your life after 60. What are the pillars that help you thrive? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Here's to living your best life, strong, healthy, and full of purpose at any age.